Today, I've got a message for the collective. As always, only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. The energy I'm picking up today is for someone who has an incredibly strong effect on other people. When people come into contact with you, they feel deeply connected to your energy even after you've moved on. It's like you have this magnetic pull that keeps people thinking about you long after you're no longer around them. You form these special bonds with people, what some might call soul ties. These ties can be healthy, where they bring out the best in you and the other person, or they might be unhealthy, where there's some difficulty in letting go or moving on. Either way, these connections leave a strong impression. Even if you've done rituals or practices to clear certain people from your energy, they can still feel you. That's how powerful your energy is. You have a kind of presence that people don't easily forget. Some of these ties may be with people who haven't been in your life for a long time, but somehow they still feel your energy lingering. I keep hearing the word stronghold. Your energy holds a certain power over people. Whether you know it or not, people from your past and present feel this connection with you. Even those who are no longer in your life still think about you. They admire the qualities you have, like your determination and strength. You're someone who doesn't give up easily, whether it's on life, on people, or on your goals. When others see this, it inspires them. They might not tell you, but they feel drawn to you because you have this inner strength and resilience that they wish they had. What I'm also picking up is that your energy has a way of waking people up. When people connect with you, it triggers something inside them. You might not even realize this, but your presence makes people more aware of themselves and their actions. For example, if someone you meet doesn't usually feel guilty or remorseful for how they treat others, being around you makes them reflect on their behavior. You have a way of bringing out feelings and emotions in people that they might not even know they have. It's almost like your energy acts as a mirror, showing them parts of themselves they hadn't paid attention to before. People who've met you in the past, as well as those in your life now, are actually grateful to have crossed paths with you. Sometimes they don't realize it at the time. While you're still in their life, they may take you for granted or not fully appreciate how important you are to them. But once you're no longer around, that's when they start to understand what a difference you made. People often look back and think, wow, I was lucky to have met someone like that. They might even express their gratitude, saying things like, I'm so thankful for meeting you, or I feel blessed to have crossed paths with you. Even if they don't say it directly, they feel it. Your vulnerability is another quality that people admire. You have this ability to be open and real with others, which is refreshing. In a world where so many people hide behind masks or try to be something they're not, you're just yourself. People see that and they respect it. Being vulnerable doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, it takes a lot of strength to be open with others, to show your true self without fear of judgment. You're like an open book, and that's something people appreciate. They see you as someone who's genuine, someone who isn't afraid to be real. I'm hearing the word authentic and tender in relation to you. It's like people admire your soft, caring side, but at the same time, they respect your strength. You know how to be wise and cautious when needed, but you're also gentle and kind. There's a balance in your personality that draws people in. It's like the saying, be wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. You have both wisdom and calmness, and that's something people find inspiring. Even when you're not around, people are still talking about you. They're sharing stories of how you've helped them or made a difference in their lives. Even behind the scenes, those who've crossed paths with you speak highly of you. They talk about your kindness, your courage, and how you've been there for them in different ways. They might say things like, this person helped me when I was struggling, or they were struggling, or they were so kind to me during a tough time. Your actions have left a mark on them, and they won't forget it. Of course, as with anything, not everyone responds positively. There will always be people who feel threatened by your strength. Some people might have been intimidated by how resilient you are, especially if they tried to bring you down in some way and failed. These people might have even tried to manipulate or blackmail you in the past simply because they couldn't handle how strong you are. It frustrates them that no matter what you go through, you keep rising above it. They wonder, how can this person still stand tall after everything they've been through? It's almost as if your resilience is a threat to their own insecurities. For some of you, this might have led to situations where people try to make things difficult for you out of jealousy or envy. But here's the thing, those same people, the ones who try to bring you down, now feel regret. When they think about you or feel your presence, they might even feel a sense of depression because they know deep down they were wrong. Your energy has that kind of effect. It makes people face their actions whether they want to or not. Another thing I'm picking up is that those who hurt you in the past are now feeling the consequences of their actions. Even if they don't say out loud, they're aware of how they treated you and it weighs on them. This might be why some people from your past feel uncomfortable when they think about you or see someone who reminds them of you. Your energy has a way of forcing people to face the truth, and that's not always easy for them. In conclusion, your energy is incredibly powerful. You leave a lasting impression on everyone you meet. People admire your strength, your vulnerability, and your ability to face challenges head on. Even after you've moved on from someone, they still feel your presence because of the deep impact you made. You inspire others to be better, to reflect on themselves, and to grow. Whether people openly express it or not, many are grateful to have met someone like you. The people who have hurt you in the past are now feeling regret. They wish they hadn't done the things they did, whether it was being cruel, blackmailing you, or treating you unfairly. They realize now that you were a good person who only wanted to help them. They didn't see your value before, but now they do. They are wishing they had been kinder, more respectful, and more considerate of you and your feelings. They are haunted by the way they treated you and feel guilty for their actions. If they could go back, they would change the way they acted because they now understand that they hurt someone who only wanted the best for them. You are someone who has a powerful effect on people's lives. When you walk into someone's life, things change. You bring with you a special kind of energy that causes shifts and breakthroughs in people's minds, hearts, and lives. It's like you shake things up, forcing people to look at themselves and their behaviors. You help people confront their own problems, their own negative habits, and their own bad ways of thinking. You shine a light on areas of their life that they may have been ignoring or suppressing. It's like you wake people up to the truth. What's more, you have a gift for healing people. I'm not just talking about physical healing, it's more about emotional, mental, and even spiritual healing. You help people who are stuck in negative patterns like being selfish, dishonest, or stuck in their ego break free from those destructive habits. Your presence in their lives helps them heal from the things that have been holding them back. For example, someone might be stuck in their own selfishness or arrogance, but after meeting you, they start to change. They begin to see the world differently. They may even begin to realize that their ego and negative behaviors were hurting themselves and others. Over time, they become more humble, more honest, and more open hearted. People who meet you often find themselves transformed for the better. They may look back and say, before I met this person, I was lost. I was selfish. I was stuck in my ways. But meeting them changed me. You make such a lasting impression on people that even long after you've left their lives, they remain grateful for having met you. They feel blessed to have crossed paths with someone like you because your influence has led them to become better versions of themselves. Interestingly, you also attract people who secretly admire you. There are people around you who notice your energy, your strength, and your wisdom, and they admire you from afar. These people may be too shy or hesitant to come forward, but they admire your character and the way you carry yourself. Some of them might even want to be close to you or be in a relationship with you, but for whatever reason, they choose to keep their distance. It's not necessarily because they lack confidence, it's more about them feeling comfortable admiring you from a distance. They enjoy observing your kindness, strength, and wisdom without necessarily getting too close. This could also include people who want to start a family with you or develop a deeper relationship, but are unsure how to approach you. Another thing that stands out about you is your ability to attract people who struggle with self love because you have learned to deeply love and respect yourself. People who don't have that same self love are drawn to you. They are subconsciously attracted to your energy because they sense that you can help them heal the parts of themselves that are lacking. Your self love radiates outward, and those who struggle with self worth or self esteem see that in you. They may not even understand why they are so drawn to you, but it's because you embody the self love and confidence that they desire for themselves. Your energy naturally heals and lifts people, even those who don't realize they need it. You have a unique ability to help people break free from the things that are holding them back. This could be their own negative thoughts, harmful habits, or even deep seated emotional wounds. When people spend time around you, they feel like they are being pulled out of their old ways and into something new and better. You help them break down their ego, their fears, and the walls they've built around themselves. You may not always realize it, but you help people undergo major personal transformations. In addition to bringing change, you also bring peace into people's lives. Once you help them let go of their old ways and their emotional baggage, they often feel a sense of relief and peace. It's like you help them clear out the negative energy and bring in more light, joy, and clarity. They feel more at peace with themselves and the world around them because of the impact you've had on their life. In this way, you bring both the storm and sunshine to people's lives. You help break down the negative parts of their world, but then you help them rebuild with peace and joy. The divine or the universe is guiding you to forgive those who have wronged you. The people who hurt you may now realize what they did was wrong, and they might even come to you asking for forgiveness. The divine is asking you to let go of any resentment or anger you might still be holding on to. Forgive those who hurt you, not just for their sake, but for your own peace of mind. Forgiving doesn't mean you have to forget what happened or allow those people back into your life, but it does mean letting go of the negative feelings that might still be weighing you down. You should also forgive yourself. Maybe you didn't know better at the time, or maybe you gave too much of your energy to people who didn't deserve it. But that's okay. The divine wants you to forgive yourself for anything you might regret. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Because you have been such a blessing to others, you are about to be blessed in return. You have spent a lot of your time and energy helping others, whether it was through kind words, encouragement, or just being there for someone in need. You might not have even realized how much of a blessing you were to the people around you, but the universe has noticed. You are about to receive blessings for all the good you have done. The divine sees your kindness, your generosity, and your efforts to lift others, and now it's your turn to receive. In summary, you are someone who transforms lives for the better. You help people grow, heal, and become better versions of themselves. You are a blessing to others, and because of that, you are about to be blessed in return. The people who hurt you now regret their actions, and the divine is asking you to forgive them and yourself. You bring peace, joy, and light to those around you, and the universe recognizes your efforts. Keep shining your light because you are making a difference in the world. Someone in your life who once treated you badly now understands that you were a blessing to them. In the past, they didn't realize your value or appreciate the good you brought into their life. Maybe they took you for granted, ignored your kindness, or acted in a way that hurt you. Now, they're regretting it. They're feeling guilty because they see how wrong they were to treat you that way. This guilt is weighing heavily on their mind, their conscience is bothering them, and they can't stop thinking about how to fix things. They feel restless, maybe even unable to sleep because of the regret they carry. Right now, this person is thinking about reaching out to you. They want to talk to you to make amends for how they behaved. There's a distance between you and them, whether it's emotional or physical, and you're not communicating at the moment. But they are hoping to bridge that gap. They want to close the distance between you and repair the relationship. You can expect that they will try to contact you soon, whether through a call, a message, or even a visit. However, it's important to keep something in mind. Forgiveness is a powerful thing, but it doesn't always mean you have to welcome someone back into your life. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you need to forget what happened or act like nothing was wrong. It simply means letting go of the anger, resentment, and hurt so you can find peace within yourself. Forgiving is more about freeing yourself from the weight of negative emotions than about giving the other person a second chance. If you choose to forgive them, do it for your own healing. You don't have to invite them back into your life unless you feel it's truly right for you. Forgiveness also doesn't mean that you have to trust this person again right away. Trust takes time to rebuild, and just because someone apologizes doesn't mean you're obligated to start over with them. Sometimes people are meant to be in our lives for a certain period, and when that time ends, it's okay to let go and move forward without them. The divine or the higher power guiding you encourages you to forgive, but also to protect your peace. If you feel that reconnecting with this person would bring you harm or disrupt your life, it's perfectly okay to keep your distance. At the same time, it's possible that you might feel drawn to giving them another chance. Maybe their apology feels genuine and you sense they've truly changed. If you feel this way, it's up to you to decide whether to open that door again. But no matter what you decide, remember to prioritize your own well being and peace of mind. Aside from this, the message is also about understanding your unique role in the lives of others. You have a special gift, you have the ability to enter people's lives when they're at a turning point, often when they're stuck in unhealthy habits or patterns. For example, someone may have been living with a selfish mindset for a long time, focusing only on their own needs and ignoring how their actions affect others. When you come into their life, you help them see things differently. You bring a new perspective that helps them grow and change. This is an incredibly valuable gift and is something that not everyone can do. You help people close old chapters and begin new ones. Your presence can be the spark that leads them to let go of negative behaviors and start fresh with a healthier, more positive mindset. Because of this, people often feel a strong connection to you. Even if they don't express it right away, they hold you in their heart. You leave a lasting impact on those you encounter, and they remember you fondly. Spiritually speaking, you have a deep purpose. You are someone who helps people transform. You help them end unhealthy cycles in their lives and begin new, better ones. This role is often challenging because change is difficult for people, and sometimes they resist it at first. But over time, they come to appreciate the role you've played in their growth. This message is one of hope. Even though it may feel like the love and kindness you offer others isn't always returned, don't lose hope. Keep being the person you are, someone who inspires, motivates, and helps others. Your efforts are making a difference, even if you don't always see it immediately. The people you help may not always express their gratitude, but your impact is real and lasting. The universe or the divine sees what you're doing and it is proud of you. Sometimes it can feel discouraging when you give so much of yourself and don't receive the same energy in return. You may wonder why you keep attracting people who hurt you or don't appreciate you. But remember, the work you're doing is important and it's not going unnoticed. The kindness, love, and positivity you share with others are creating ripples of change in their lives, even if it's not immediately visible. Don't give up on being who you are just because others don't always reciprocate. The divine wants you to keep going, to continue spreading light and positivity. It's also important to recognize that people can't always give you what they don't have. If you offer love to someone and they don't give it back, it's often because they don't have love within themselves to share. They may be dealing with their own issues or wounds that prevent them from reciprocating your kindness. Instead of feeling hurt or angry, try to understand that everyone is on their own journey and not everyone is capable of returning what you give. This doesn't mean you should stop being kind or loving, it just means you should adjust your expectations. You have a special energy that brings light to others, and because of that, you are also blessed. The more you inspire others, the more you are inspired in return by the divine. The more you help people, the more help you receive from the universe. This is the natural flow of energy. What you give, you receive. Your light is powerful and it will never fade. You are protected, and the universe wants you to know that you have everything you need to carry out your purpose. That said, it's also important to protect your own energy. Just because you have a lot to give doesn't mean you should let everyone into your life. Be mindful of the people you allow close to you and set boundaries when necessary. While your energy is abundant, you also need to take care of yourself and ensure that you're not being drained by others. It's okay to be selective about who you share your time and energy with. You have the grace of the divine upon you, and this is what allows you to touch people's lives in such a profound way. The fact that you can inspire and uplift others is a gift and is something to be grateful for. This grace isn't about your own strength or power, it's something higher, guiding you and giving you the ability to help others. Don't take this for granted and don't underestimate the importance of what you're doing. To the person this message is for, the divine is asking you to keep going. Even when it feels hard, even when it feels like your efforts aren't being appreciated, keep being who you are. The work you're doing is important and is making a difference, even if you don't see it right away. The love, kindness, and positivity you spread are like seeds being planted, they will grow in time. And the people you've helped will eventually see the value of what you've given them. So keep inspiring, keep motivating, keep helping. Don't lose hope. Your light is here to stay. And it's making the world a better place, one person at a time. And remember, the universe is always on your side, guiding and protecting you as you continue on this path.